Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? This video is gonna be a little different. I am gonna read. Is that a shocker? Yes, it is. Because I have not read in over 10 years, possibly a little more, maybe even 12 years. I've been on Book Talk and I'm like, I need to go back into reading. And also I visited Barnes and Nobles a few days ago and I was like, my 12-year-old self is geeking. So of course, I'm gonna go back into reading. This video is gonna be the true test of it all because today's Thursday, but I'm actually gonna start this video at nighttime tonight. The book that I chose is about 400 pages long. It's 421 pages. Seems a lot, cause it is. The book I chose is this book right here. It's called In Her Shoes. The feet picture, I'm not really vibing with it, but it seemed interesting to me. I want to read the back for y'all. It says, meet Rose Feller, a 30-year-old high-powered attorney with a secret passion for romance novels. She has an exercise regimen she's going to start next week, and she dreams of a man who will slide off her glasses, gaze into her eyes, and tell her she's beautiful. Period. She also dreams of getting her fantastically screwed up, semi-employed little sister to straighten up and fly right. Meet Rose's sister Maggie, 28 years old and drop-dead gorgeous. Although her big screen stardom hasn't progressed past her left hip's appearance in a Will Smith video, Maggie dreams of fame and fortune and of getting her big sister on a skincare regimen. These two women, who claim to have nothing in common but a childhood tragedy, DNA, and the same size feet, are about to learn that they're more alike than they'd ever imagine. Along the way, they'll encounter a diverse cast of characters, from a stepmother who's into recreational Botox to a disdainful pug with no name. They'll borrow shoes and clothes and boyfriends and eventually make peace with their most intimate enemies, each other. Come on, I read that once when I got this book and I was like, I have to get it. The reason I got this was because I went by a house that had one of those like little like mini tree book houses. I don't know what they're called, but it's basically like you open it and you can grab a book for free. Like you take a book, leave a book type of thing. And that time I just took a book. So I ended up getting this one and I was like, I'm gonna read it one day. Well, the one day came because now I'm gonna read it and hopefully I get to finish. And I'm excited because this is like a rom-com and like sister feud, I guess. So it's just right up my alley. But we'll see if I accomplish this, if I get through this book by the end of tomorrow. Are y'all ready? So let's get started. Something I missed about reading was just envisioning it all in my head. One thing I do not like about the book so far, there's a lot of sexual terms. Like, it's a little weird, especially at the beginning of the book. This book is something else. First of all, I want to say the book started off weird because they were describing Maggie, which is the younger sister. And now we're getting to the good part because so far I like Rose. Rose is the older sister and the main character of the book. This part, it was so cute. It says, this was what she had always wanted, what she'd spent her whole life dreaming of. A man who looked at her, Like she was the only woman in the room, in the world, the only woman who'd ever existed. That line got me. And I'm on page 7 out of 400. Rose was sure she wasn't sleeping. She was certain that the tan curve of her sister's leg, the scarlet toenail, was a calculated display. She hustled Jim out the door, thinking that this had been what she'd wanted to perform the classic kiddish Hollywood wake-up, all smudgy and glamorous and gorgeous. It's now an hour and 38 minutes later. It's 11:30. I read 30 pages. Insane. The book started off a little weird, but it was explaining the younger sister's life. And then it got better. And honestly, it's kind of sad, but it's interesting. It's good so far. I'm excited to continue reading. I will stop here because I have work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. And I have to be in person once again. So I will continue reading. I probably won't take this book to work, but I will probably continue reading once I'm back home. But I'm surprised that it took me almost 2 hours to read 30 pages. Again, so much went on in the 2 hours. Like my family got home, I was talking with them, and I had to take little breaks because my brain was like, let me visualize some things. And I also had to reread some pages because I wanted to get like the full details, and in my brain I like picture everything. It's so cool. That's what I missed about reading. So I'm excited. This book is a little explicit. A little, by a little I mean it fully gives you details about certain things, and I'm like, I don't need to know about that. Good night for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Guess who's back? It's Friday. I just got back from work. I'm finally gonna start back to reading. I was thinking about this book the whole day. I was like, I just can't wait to go back to read at my home. So I'm gonna start chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters I have left, but I got like 300 pages left. I also am doing laundry, so I'm definitely gonna take time to fold and do all that, but we're gonna see at what time I finish this book. Not bad, not bad, thought Ella as she swung first her left leg, then her right, went out of the bed, resting her feet lightly on the cool tile floor. Ira, her husband, had never wanted tiles. Too hard, he said, too cold. So it is 9:15 p.m. and I have failed trying to read a book in a day. Mind you, I took a short nap and I decided to do my laundry and fold today. So it wasn't a complete full day because I also had work. But I'm very, very happy with the chapters that I've read. As you can see here, I was about to start chapter 13, but I decided that I'm going to stop there. It has around 50 something, let me get you the exact number. It has 60 chapters, and I've realized this is a book that I don't want to rush into, but I'm really happy that at least I got to chapter 12. I've read an exact 103 pages in a day, which is crazy, but this book made me want to come back into reading. As of now, I will give it 4 stars. Hear me out. First of all, it's the back and forth. It goes back into, like, you know, shows or movies that go back in time to give you some context about like past characters, but then like the next chapter it'll come back to the present and I'll have to remember like who was this character, what was the last thing that happened. It goes back a lot, back and forth a lot, and also sometimes it brings new characters and I'm like, who the heck are these people, without much context. But then sometimes it sort of maneuvers and connects sometimes. So far I'm giving this book a 4 right now. I don't know what I'll give it when I'm done with the book, but I'll probably be done in the next few days. But it was a great book to start with. It was a weird start, to be honest, but I've low-key got into the book. It's a little sad, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's relatable, and there's so much to it. So I'm excited to keep reading, and this is where I'm ending the video because I failed. But I'm glad that I decided to come back to reading, and I challenged myself to read 400 pages, but I couldn't do that. Yeah, I hope to continue making more reading content. This was the start of it. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed me reading. I will catch you in my next video.